Okay, y'all, no video of my face because quite honestly I look like a hot mess. But this meeting, my girls and I, well, my big girls and I, are going to be at the Capitol, but the rest of you are going to screen print shirts. So, moms, pay attention and learn how to screen print so that you can help the girls do it. So this is one of the tie-dyed shirts. We're going to pretend that I was on the ball and I washed it as soon as I got home from vacation. That's obviously not what happened. But anyway, just for demo purposes. This is a design that Cheryl found on Etsy, and I mirrored it. So those of you who are familiar with vinyl, you would want to mirror your design so that it appears backwards when it's cut. And you put it on a screen. You're not going to be able to see it very well from this side. So if I hold it up, you can see it far better. It's on the, the opposite side of the screen. As you could tell, it's brown vinyl. And the frame, I marked with Sharpie where the center is for you. So what you're going to help the girls do is you're going to help them line it up as well as they can. Probably with those marks at about the armpit level, especially on an adult size t-shirt, or you can move it up. You'll have to kind of play with where you want it, but you'll see at least I've marked the center for you. So you'll put it up, and then once you get it all lined up, we're going to pretend I did that super well right now. It's sitting on the shirt. At that point, you're going to scoop in some dye, which of course I didn't remember to bring over for the video, but you'll see it. It's in a little jar. I'll send some plastic spoons. That's how I've done it before. So you just want probably a couple spoonfuls, and you're going to put them right in the middle of this design. And then you're going to use this squeegee and try to keep the girls from squishing it way over here in these edges, because the younger they are, the more they feel like they need to squish it under those edges, and it's going to make your shirt sloppy. So try to get them to keep it in the center. They only need to do these parts that you can see are cut away. So this is the very bottom part of the design. There's no need to go past that. The ink should not make it through the vinyl, or you can see I covered this in painter's tape. That's just to help keep the ink where it's supposed to go and not anywhere else. So, and it's keeping that vinyl on secure at the edges. So you want them to, with a little bit of pressure, go up and down and side to side, and you're no longer going to be able to see your design at this point because there's going to be ink all in there. So once you're pretty confident, don't be stingy with the ink, but also don't flood it with ink. Okay, it's kind of thick. It's about the consistency of acrylic paint or something, but it's specially made for screen printing. So anyway, once you think you've got it well covered, and it is kind of an art, you're just going to have to play with it a little bit. You're going to pick this up as straight as you can. You can even have the girl pick it up and you help hold the shirt down or something like that, because it is going to stick a little bit. So you're just going to pick it straight up. And what I learned when I did this in a huge group at my last troop is you can't set it down. So you want this next girl, who's imaginary, to be ready with her shirt. And you're going to come and line it up again and set it straight down. And you'll probably need to add another spoonful of ink and keep going. Okay, up, down, left, right, side to side, whatever. This Take a Hike, you may have seen my girls wear this shirt before. We made shirts like that. So anyway, you're going to go from girl to girl. I am sending an extra piece of vinyl that's already cut but not weeded, and I'll send some contact paper for transferring. I know a couple of the moms are familiar with that. So you can totally replace it if needed. I would go from oldest girl to youngest girl, or thereabout, because the older ones tend to be much neater and less messy, and they care more about if there are any extra splotches on their shirt. So anyway, once you pull this off, it's going to look just like a professionally screen printed shirt, really. But like I said, just try to get them to keep the ink where the design actually is. I mean, they can go a little past it, but try not to get them, try to keep them from smashing it all up in the edges. That's the important part, because it does tend to leak out eventually. I tried to do extra painter's tape since y'all are trying to do a lot of shirts with one screen. I only have one screen to send. So anyway, that's how it works. If y'all have questions, let me know. And yeah, y'all have fun.